You see, today, I'm sure, like I'm 100% sure I'm going to be speaking the heart of 85% of immigrants living in Spain. I'm
Hi
very
everyone.
certain about it. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Uche. I'm a Nigerian by birth and I live in Spain with my family. I've lived in Spain for over 15 years. So I know exactly about. So if you're coming here, come with an open mind. First off, I have video of the many things I love about Spain. I have a video on my culture shock in Spain. You can go and watch them. I'm sure you find them interesting. Maybe that will keep your mind open while you listen to what I want to talk about today. So let's go into it. So today, I want to talk about the things I don't like using the word hate because for me, hate is a very strong word. In anything I do, I really don't like using that word hate. Well, I want to say the things I don't like, or better still, the things I feel the Spanish government should do better. And I have the right to my opinion or how I feel. Like a Nigerian, as a Nigerian, I have the things I love about my country and so many things I feel the government should do better. Do you get? Same way, I have the right to say the things I like. Okay, I've talked about the weather, which I absolutely love. Their medical. Just go around my channel, you'll see them. But today, without wasting much of your time, let's go into the things I feel the Spanish government should do better. I want to ask, okay, why do Spain, why do they go for 3 hours, 4 hours break? I'm just asking. Because these things, like, I feel this particular one does not especially favor a lot of people. I feel both immigrants and the citizens. For example, most shops, most offices open by 9. And by some of them by 12:45 they've closed because they need to go on break by 1. So by 12:45 some shops by 12:45 they are telling they don't want people to come in because if you come in it will delay their closing by 1. Now they'll close by 1 and return by 3. Some of them don't come back by 3. Some shops you will see that some shops will come back by 5. Banks close, a lot of official offices. So when you have like 3 or 4 appointments, you see people running kitty kitty kata kata just to meet up. For example, somebody like me that works in the afternoon, you have every official whatever you want to do in the morning. There are some hospital appointments that you have and you want to, like a doctor to see you, and they'll tell you this particular doctor, doesn't come in the afternoon. And you have a bank appointment and you have this, you will just have to be rushing at the end of the day, to go home and prepare for work. Do you understand? So these things, so I feel like I'm not stopping them from going for break. Break is essential. I'm not, but 3 hours I think is a bit too much. Okay, for example, after all, most jobs that require physical strength, they go for 30 minutes break and maybe 10 minutes at interval. Why can't they do it like that? Okay, even if they insist on going for 3 hours break, why can't they do it like a shift? Do you understand? Whenever this person is on break, there should be somebody on the seat. They can be changing it. That's the way some companies do. When they have a lot of production or a lot of work to do, the people will not go for break. Like the whole people will not go for break. There will be shift, but that section will be working. Why can't they do it like that? So that it will be easy because they know. They will not tell me they don't know. And this is one of the things I also don't like. They know, they are 100% aware that most people here are not here with their relatives. They don't have anybody that help them. For example, the citizens, they have their parents here. They can afford to tell their parents to do certain things for them while they go for some things. But you know that most immigrants, that they are just there with their spouse and their children. So to make life a bit easy for us, let there be, even if it's 30 minutes break, so that even if you know that wherever you're going, by the time you get back, the office is constantly open, so that you have time, to plan yourself. And that leads me to the second one. Why do the Spanish government make it extremely difficult for immigrants, especially immigrants from the West Africa and some other countries, extremely difficult for us to bring our parents over. You have your kids. I'm not talking about, some people might say it's because of homogo, not necessarily because of homogo. No matter how you see it, a woman that just put to bed, needs as much help as she can get, even if it's that period of maternidad. You allow the woman to process. You have twins. There are people that have had twins in this country. They made it difficult for them to bring their mother or their father, their relative, at least to come and help them. Even if they make, their stay as strict as possible, maybe 3 months visa, 4 months visa is okay. Let that person have the opportunity. Okay, for example, you want to bring your mother or your father. One of the requirements is that you get the original document of, and the truth of the matter is, most of the people here, they are not really that open-minded. It will be impossible. It will take the grace of God for the owner of a house that you're living in to give you the original document. You know the kind of stereotype they have. It will be difficult for the owner of the house to give you his original document for you to do what? To scam or to do, that kind of thing. It will be difficult, and a lot of requirements they need before you'll be able to bring a relative or your mother. Let them make it easier. Let the person get to a certain age that they know that the person might not be a burden, and make it strict, like after 3 months you have to leave. Even if they make it after 3 months, you go to the person's house and knock and tell the person it's time for you to leave. At least let them be a bit flexible in allowing people to bring their parents, because the citizens, for example, when they have kids, their parents are always there. I have a neighbor that the mother, like, she's always there. So it makes life easy for them. What about immigrants? That's one of the things that hurts me up to today. You come, by the time you get yourself, you have your children, 1, 2, 3. But before you gather yourself to think of traveling home, some of us, we didn't get to see our mothers again. When there should be an opportunity for them to come when you have children, so at least you can see them once. At least so you can see them at least. Do you understand? But they make it extremely difficult. I have not seen, the only African that I have seen that brought the mother here, or one or two people, is that they are married to the citizens of this country. But if not, people that are just husband and wife, both Africans, I've never seen anyone bring the mother over to this country. I have not. If you have, please let us know. If the law has changed, please let us know. So I feel they should do better in that regard. It's not fair. The third one, it's just similar to the first one. Why would children in primary nursery school go to school, by 9, return back by 1, go back by 3, and come back by 5? The thing, by this period of now that they resume school this September, is not, you feel like it's fun. Children are going out and coming in, but when it's rainy season, under unfair weather condition, cold, hot, you see children going up and down. And when they come back by 5, most of them by 5:30 they are out, for their sports activities. Even though they made provision for the children to eat in school, but it will not stop them. The only thing it will stop them is from coming home by 1, but they will close by 5. Gini komo primary school na go na school. What are they doing in school by 5? Like in my children's school, they will have option where they can come to school with their breakfast. We have timetable of what they ask us to bring for them for breakfast. I think it's also okay for them, if they come to school by 9, make provision for their breakfast and lunch. Tell the parents what to bring. Maximum 4 o'clock, these children should go home. This up and down, one. In fact, before my first son resumed school, let's say 15 or 16 years ago, this area that I live, primary school, they close by 12. Nursery school 12, primary school 1. So most of the time you see mothers moving up and down, because probably some of them have children in nursery school and also have children in primary school. So after 12 o'clock, they'll pick the ones in nursery school. They'll be hanging around the school until 1 o'clock before they pick the ones in primary school. before later they changed it, that nursery and primary school they close by 1. I think they should do better. If they want the children to eat in school, let them make the money affordable, because some children eat in school, but it's extremely very or very extremely expensive, that most parents cannot afford it. If you check the amount, except maybe you have a percentage discount, and the people that they give percentage discount are the people that maybe the husband is working and the wife is not working. That's the moment you're working and your husband, that's the way they will cut all the discounts that they give you. So if let's say they want to be fair enough, they should make it like, let the children all eat in school. If you're not comfortable with what the children will eat in school, then they give us options of the things the parents should bring in school. Let the children go to school, stay in school 9 o'clock to 3, 9 to 4. They should come back, rest. And they are aware that most children here are involved in sports. So what time do they have to do the assignment? Sometimes I pity these children. They will go to school by 9. Before 1 o'clock, it has started raining. With this rain, oh, sometimes it will be drizzling. They will carry the rain, go back to school by 3, and they will still come back ombre. During cold, there are times as an adult, you go out, the weather is very cold. These children will go to school with same cold, come back by 1, return back by 3, come back by 5. It's not fair. At least the ones in secondary school, they go to school by 8. By 2:30, they are done. By 3, they are home. They'll have enough time to read. They will read, rest. At least they will read. When it's 5:30, 6, some of them 6:30, the ones in secondary, grown up, they will have time to read and rest before they now go back to their sports, which is very reasonable. But these little ones, you see them every time up and down, up and down, up and down. Haba, I think the Spanish people should do something better. They should improve on that aspect. And then if there's anybody that wants the child to stay after school, then that will be an extra class. Let the person pay. But I'm sure a lot of parents are complaining. It's just as, sometimes they will say they're immigrants and what can they do? But it's not fair. There are also citizens of this country that in other countries are also enjoying the benefits of other countries as well. So make life easy for everybody. The next one is, why can't our children wear uniform in España? Sisplau, please, por favor. Why can't the children adopt the system of wearing uniform? It will save us a whole lot of stress. Even if the ones in nursery and primary school, let them wear uniforms, because this mufti of a thing is stressful. Really. It's really stressful. But if it's uniform, I know that a lot of parents won't even mind buying five sets for Monday to Friday for all the children. It is far more economical. There's something about uniform and students that is appealing to the eye, and I feel is better. The children know that this is their school uniform. It will save us a lot. If you go to a lot of parents, a lot of wardrobe of children, you see bunch of clothes. The ones for winter, the ones for summer, the ones for school. But if there's uniform, it will relieve us parents on a lot of clothes, to be honest. I think they should look into it. Let the children have uniform. I know it's not their system, but we learn and unlearn every time. So individual, so government, so country. Yeah, if they start it, they'll be like, the only thing is that this year, year, Spain started, their children started wearing uniform. And you compare the two, you see that wearing uniform is far, far, far better. Even I don't mind the ones in secondary school. It will give children a sense of decency. Another thing I don't like about Spain, I don't know, this system of stereotype. The things they hear, and they just put every Africa in a box or a particular thing, that if this Africa is doing this, all Africans should be doing it. There are some places you go to. In fact, this area that we live is most of the time it's difficult for them to give an African a house just because maybe they've given one African, a house and the person messed it up. I'm not 100% blaming them because some Africans, when they take your house, the way they will leave it, but that shouldn't be a general thing because sometimes there are also white people that are very socio, that are very they are disorganized, they are dirty, but we don't just and because a white is like this, that's how all of them are. Do you understand? So they shouldn't stereotype and say because this Africa did not keep the house well, then this one should be like this. Because this African couldn't do this job, entonces the other Africa doesn't is not intelligent because they just put you in a box. Africans are not smart. They are not that stereotype. Like that's one of the things I don't like. You have to prove yourself beyond reasonable doubt that you can do this before they start even looking at you. Do you understand? So that is one of the things I really don't like about this country. There are lots of more things I feel they should do better, but the truth is that I like this country, no doubt. I like this country, but I think they should do better to make the life of the citizens and above all the immigrants more comfortable. So if you live in Spain and there is something that you feel you don't like, please leave it in the comment section. And if there are things that you have heard me mention here that is also applicable in the country that you live, please let me know in the comment section. Were you aware that these things go on in Spain? Some people don't know. No. But now that you know, do you think it's okay or do you think they should do better? Let me know what you think in the comment section and I will see you in my next one. Bye.